Allahil Kareem. We praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our creator, master of the universe. He is the one who holds our heartbeats in his hand, the one who knows why he created us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who knows where we are going. He apparently knows what he has prepared for us. And we only pray that he has prepared for us the best. We send salutation and peace to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, because of the diligence that he put so that we can have sanity in our community. We pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rewards him for the effort that he put so that Islam can come to a point like here in Kyadondo. I want to thank you, students, for choosing to be here, because there are so many people of your age who right now believe that for them it is not important to be at school. There are some of our friends who stopped in P7, some have stopped in Senior 2, some did not even sit P7 because there is this saying that Naba soma bakolachi, Naba soma bakolachi, mbubafa. But fingere tunaba kufa. Because I was in school a long time ago. I want to thank you. Don't take this for granted. I want you to congratulate yourselves every single morning and evening for you having completed 1 day in school, a week in school, a month in school, and right now we are coming to the mid of the term, the mid of the year. It is not a very simple thing, and don't take yourselves for granted. So I want to take this opportunity to thank you, maybe on behalf of my fellow parents, because not every child shall go to school. I want to thank the administration for the effort that they put in to keep you here, because I know what it takes. My name is Zaitun Kakyama. Zaitun Kakyama is a simple woman who once was like you. I was once like you, exactly. Actually, when I look at you, I see some of you do exactly what I used to do. All right? So this is a message to tell you that you do not know what you are going to be tomorrow. Don't take yourselves for granted. I am an artist by profession. My first degree is in fine art, Bachelor of Industrial and Fine Art. I am a teacher by profession. I went back and did education. I'm a secondary school teacher. So I know how to manage students. If I was given a chance, I think you can even tell I am a teacher, a professional teacher. I taught for around 6 years. I am a counselor. I am a life coach. Very interested in personal growth and relationships. I am a mother. Many of you know that I'm a mother. My firstborn is here in Senior 6. My secondborn is here in Senior 5. And my thirdborn is here in Senior 5. Okay? So I'm a mother of 10 children. Yes. My firstborn is in Senior 6, and my lastborn is in top class. I am a mother of 5 girls and a mother of 5 boys. So when I stand in front of you, whenever I get an opportunity of speaking to students, I feel I'm in exactly the place that I'm supposed to be. I am very married, very married, and completely and also married. My husband is standing in that window. opportunity to come back. Those who want to see my husband, we shall do that after the session, okay? I was given an opportunity to come this evening to speak to you. Can we get back? Let's get back. I needed you to appreciate who is speaking in front of you. I'm a businesswoman. I do business. And I want to share with you, it is a secret. It is a what? Can you people keep secrets? Yes. You're keeping secrets? Yes. You know how to keep secrets? Yes. The boys are saying you don't know how to keep secrets. No. I want to share this secret tomorrow. Okay? Insha'Allah ta'ala. I'll be going to Mecca and Medina. So you're blessed to be in front of me now. What is the message? What is the message that I want to share with you this evening? The first message that I want to share with you as students, I want all of you to appreciate. Are we listening to each other? I want every single person of you here to appreciate that where you are seated, you are not the first. You are not the first senior one in Kyadondo Secondary School, senior 2, senior 3. You are not the first girl of that class, and you are not the first boy. You need to always tell yourself that I'm not the first person here, and neither are you the last. Because there is a time when, especially in senior 2 and 3, when we tend to think that we are the alpha and omega where we are. You are not the first person, you are not the last person. The only good news that I have, you are the only you in that place. The only news that we have is what you are going to do in that place that you're seated in. I usually share with people and tell them that there is no news. The only news is you. The only news is you. And what is the news? It is you coming in senior 1, okay? When the people who are in senior 2, the best person got 99, and for you, you come in senior 1 and you do 100. Now that is news. Otherwise, you being in senior 1, senior 2, senior 3, that is ordinary. That is why we are called ordinary level. Ordinary what? It is not an abuse. It is simply a stage where we are trying to find ourselves. I remember myself in senior 1. I was in senior 1 at Gombe Secondary School. That is where I did my senior 1. I remember that time for us, we used to take beds. We used to, every child or student used to come with a bed and a hoe and a slasher. Then my dad did not have a car. Okay? So we had to board a taxi with our bed, and my suitcase and my mattress and everything, plus the hoe and the slasher. Then the road to Butambala was a muddy one. I remember reaching Gombe Secondary School when every part of my body and my dad's body was full of dust. You know when the lashes, I don't know, I think it happens to you also when you're coming from the main road up to here. But that is too little. It is so short a distance. But I reached my first day in secondary school. I started it dusty. Dusty. You know, even the hair in your nose is full of dust. The eyelashes are brown. The hair is brown. And you apparently do not even know what is happening to you. All right? So what am I trying to share with you this evening? That, ladies and gentlemen, it is simply a flash of time. You are in senior 1, and in just a flash of your eyes, you will be in senior 4. That is the news that I have for all of you, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swears in his holy book. He swears upon one of his creation, and he goes and says in Surah Al-Asr, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Senior 1, Senior 2, Senior 3. That is what we do. You're seeing what she's doing? What are you doing? There's an insect, kill it. You want to undress? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swears in his holy book, the Holy Quran. And he swears upon one of the most important and most complicated creation of his, and that is time. Okay? It is just like yesterday we started nursery school. In just a few days, a few months, you're sitting P7. Okay? And I want to swear with you that will be just tomorrow and you'll be sitting your O-level exams. Excuse me, which insect is that you cannot control? Which insect is that? Really? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about time, and he says that A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wal asr innal insana lafi khusr illa alladhina amanu wa amilu salihat. I'm not hearing you. Wa tawasaw bis sabr wa tawasaw bil haqqi wa tawasaw bil. Allah tells us that by the time, wal asr, innal insana lafi khusr, verily man is at a loss. Man means you, me, mommy, daddy, them, our teachers, our grandparents, and every human being who is walking this earth. Verily man is at a loss. Except illa alladhina amanu, except the believers, those who have chosen to believe the truth. Now, one of the things that I want to challenge all of you at this beautiful stage that you are at is to ensure that you find truth. Because this is a stage when your brain is very, very active. At this stage, it is when we are most intelligent. You are challenged at senior 3, senior 2, senior 4 to find the truth in everything, not just religion. Okay? So Allah tells us, Illa ladina amanu wa amilu salihat, and those who do good deeds. And those who do what? Those who do what? Now, between you and me, between all of you and me, we all know what is good. The truth is, by senior 2, by senior 3, we all know what is good. When you do good, you know. When you do wrong, you know. That is why when we start having issues of maybe attraction between boys and girls, because at that stage of senior 2, actually even in senior 1, there are some naughty senior 1s, and senior 3, that is when the chemistry, our body chemicals are a bit very high. So when you get attractions between the boys and girls, and stupidly today we have attraction between the boys and the boys and the girls and girls, fana a'udhu billah. Fana a'udhu billah. But this is a stage where your body chemicals are very, very high. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swears that the only person who is not at loss is the person who does good deeds. That is why when we are doing wrong, we usually want to do it where people are not seeing us. When a boy wants to steal, for example, usually it is boys who steal, but we have some girls who steal as well. Very ashaming. Actually, when Allah is addressing stealing, He usually addresses it on the male side. And when Allah is addressing fornication, He addresses it on the girl side. You know why? Because it is girls who walk when they are shaking their buttocks. Causing what? Chaos. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he's communicating to us about fornication, he talks about insan, nisa. And when he's talking about riba, stealing, taking things that don't belong to us, he addresses the gentleman. But what are we saying? That Allah is telling us that the only people who shall not be at loss in this life are the ones who choose to do good. I don't want to stand here and start mentioning being this is good, doing this is good, smiling at people is good, not touching things that don't belong to you is good, We all know what is good. وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ, and those who enjoin upon themselves truth. Now, senior 1, senior 2, senior 3, senior 4. It is a time when we believe that you can tell a lie and walk away with it. Someone can be who has been, for example, when I was a teacher then, you usually used to walk on the veranda, and then somehow you notice people who are making noise, who are disturbing people in prep, and then you come into the class. And we are fond of walking with our hands at our back, teachers, So you come into the classroom and you ask, who has been making noise? And someone says, no one. When the whole classroom has been making noise. Who has been making noise? And everybody keeps quiet. Until when we pull out a stick, until when we say everybody under the desk, that is when what we used to do. Or everybody go out and we are going to pinch the cheeks. And then a few people, 1 or 2 will be able to say that, Madam, it was Shamsa. Just one person. Okay? So it is at this stage when we choose, when we think that when we tell lies, we are going to go away with what we have done. So Allah tells us that we need to learn to tell the truth. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was asked, does a believer steal? The Prophet said, yes, a believer can steal. Then he said, does a believer, does he steal? Does he kill? Does a believer kill? He said, yes, a believer can kill. And any other wrong. And then he was finally asked, does a believer tell lies? What did the Prophet say? The Prophet said that a believer does not tell lies. No matter the matter, no matter the situation, you should be able to be a person who stands for truth. Who stands for? So we know in the dormitory there are a number of things that are going on. Some people are thieves. Some people are using drugs. Some people don't pray. Some people are dirty. Someone doesn't bathe for a full week, 2 weeks. You see where I'm pointing? And then we have some people who rumor monger. Someone spends the whole day talking about teachers, talking about cooks, talking about the askari. Someone they're professionals in talking about their friends. You see where I'm pointing? But it is so funny. Today you find boys who rumor monger better than girls. And then we find women who steal more than men. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that we need to stand for truth. And lastly, watawasaw bil haqqi watawasaw bi sabr. Now, school. I look back and remember when I was in school. School is very, very interesting. But school can be hard. The truth is, school can be very, very hard. But we need to get a wire in ourselves of learning to be patient. The only people who have succeeded in this life are the ones who have chosen to be patient. And who is the patient person? The patient person, for example, in school, is the one who chooses to follow the school rules and regulations. No matter how annoying, because some of them are very annoying. Okay? Is the one who chooses to follow the school rules and regulations, and like when they say it's 7 p.m., what do you do at 7 p.m.? 7 p.m. Supper? Margaret? It is swala or supper time? It is swala. Now, you are going to find someone, it is 7 p.m., definitely all of us are supposed to be doing our prayers, and someone has chosen to do something else. They're in the bathroom, someone is, smearing Vaseline on her thighs, and, someone is eating, he's just seated on the bed, on her bed, and she's eating or he's eating. We need to be patient and follow the school. The only people who succeed in school are the ones who simply fit in and they follow the school rules and regulations. Some of the annoying rules and regulations are, for example, tucking in. In senior 2, when I left Gombe Secondary School and I went to Nabisunsa Girls School for senior 2, and then that is where I completed my secondary. But I remember in senior 2, I was a bit naughty. Now, for us, we used to put on dresses, okay? And we used to put on a belt, Now, naughty girls of my time, we used to have around 3 buttons on our belt. You know buttons? You know buttons? So we used to have 3 buttons. So there is a button for the school, there is a button for the compound, and there is a button for the assembly. Assembly is the exact, the button, the belt is supposed to be on the waist, exactly where you pass. And then we have one for the compound. It used to be, you loosen a bit and go to the second button, and the belt is around here. Now that is a girl. That is a girl's school. You wonder why a girl will want the belt to be, somewhere here. And then you have a button that even takes the belt up to the buttocks. Now that was us in senior 2. You are looking for something to disturb the community. You appreciate? But you needed to know that if I'm caught doing a certain thing, this is what is going to happen to me. Because there are things that we do and we know that if you are caught, you are going to be expelled. Okay? There are acts that we do and if you are going to be given. And then there's something you will do and the teacher will tell you, you fool, what are you doing? And then you will just go away. So we are saying that you need to be patient and you fit in so that you can be able to pass and go away from here. All right? So that is Suratul Asr for all of us. You go back and take a look at it and see where you can fit in. Now, my second message is, I've said you're not the first, therefore you're not the last. Okay? The only difference is what you are going to do in this stage. I request those who are lying down to sit up, because it is very dangerous to lie down in public. You might misbehave. Not so? Don't allow them to put you at, okay? You need to protect the environment. My second message to you this evening, you need to acknowledge that this is a stage of growth. We are all at a stage where our body is going through a number of transformations. In senior 1, I was very tiny, I was very small, I was very short, I was very black. Very tiny like this. Then in senior 2, I started to bulge. Start putting on flesh. The breast started coming, those things. Senior 2. And in senior 3, The energy, my dear. The energy. Because you kind of feel, I remember there's a girl in senior 3 who used for her, she was on the opposite. For us, we used to have 3 loose buttons. For her, she had 3 tight buttons. Now for her, instead, she used to tighten the waist. To tighten. I remember she was called Anne. I don't even know where she is now. Now, there was a time we were in class and Anne coughed. She coughed, and the belt, the button, Now that is senior 3. You would wonder why someone tightens themselves until they can't even cough. And this is a girls' school. Because maybe if they are boys, you could want to show the waistline and the what? But it was a girls' school. So what are we sharing this evening? This is a stage where all of us do not know what is going on inside us. There is a lot of hormonal development and changes inside your body. Which is why a boy, for example, in senior 1, you have a small voice. And then as you get into senior 2, senior 3, the voice starts to, they said the voice breaks. My son, one of my sons, Jamal, his voice broke at home. Don't tell him that I was backbiting him. Now in the morning, he knocked on our bedroom door and he said, "Assalamu alaikum, mama." And I was like, I called the dad and I was like, "Haj, who is that man who has come in and has even got onto our..." So this gentleman had not even realized that his voice had changed. Okay? So this is a stage where there is a lot of change that is going on your body and you too you've not even realized it. Which is why when we are handling you at this stage, we most of the time are smiling. Because someone is walking and she does not know that her buttocks have enlarged a bit. So she's just walking anyhow. She doesn't know that there is something that has happened behind. Then we have people who have not noted that the chest has grown a bit. So you have someone who is... So when you are in this stage, that is around 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Your body is trying to find its way. Boys, we have people who tighten their above pants. They give you a trouser that can accommodate you and your facilities. And then you go to the tailor and then you tighten it. And then you see someone, how do men walk? Can someone demonstrate for me because I'm not a man? So you find a cowboy walking and he doesn't know that we are seeing him. So this is a stage of development, which is a very good thing. You are supposed to allow your body to transform and grow to what you are supposed to be. If you're going to be a tall woman, a tall gentleman, this is the stage where we see, for example, Imran. That is my second son. Imran was very short. He was very short up to senior 1. But the gentleman kind of just woo, and today he's the tallest in the home. All right? So you are at a stage where your body is trying to find itself. Okay? If you're supposed to curve, you start curving. If you won't curve, don't force it. Girls, if you will not curve, it is okay. Today we have girls that are buying buttocks. If you don't curve, it is okay. It is you. That is you. All right? So, what is the caution here? What do we want to pick from the stage of development? Number one, I want you to let your body grow. Let yourselves grow. Don't force growth. I don't know why at this stage of 16, 17, someone wants to be like their father, like their mother. Today we have girls who want to have sex. We have boys who are so dying they want to have sex in senior 3. We want you to allow your body, ladies and gentlemen, allow your body to grow, okay? All of us are growing in different parts and different areas. Please do not force your body to grow. Don't interrupt your body's growth. Now, what is happening at this stage? Because there is a lot of chemical reactions in your bodies. There is a lot of attraction to stupid things. You know, you get attracted to even things that are not even there. That is why someone can easily be lied to. Someone can be easily told that, you know what, you're the most handsome, you're the most beautiful. I know letters are moving around, but notes are moving around. A girl is writing to a boy is writing to a girl, you know. It is very normal in senior 3 to see a girl and she's beautiful. Very normal. And by the way, girls, at senior 3, why aren't you beautiful anyway? Why is it news in senior 3 when I'm developing, I'm ripening, you know? I'm a mango. I'm starting to become yellow. And then why is it news to be told that I'm beautiful? I want to imagine that you too, you feel it, you know it, and you even acknowledge it. That, butufu, I'm the real thing. So whoever writes a note, from whichever corner of the world, it should not be news to anybody. The other thing that I want you to know at this stage, your body is going to be reacting to the opposite sex. It is normal. Very normal. You seeing a boy, you know, a girl. I remember in senior 3, for us we were in a girls' school, But do you know what used to disturb us? Should I share? Yes. Now, for us in senior 3, our teachers used to sleep. We had administration homes, So our teachers used to have sons, Are you following the story? So our teachers used to have sons, some of them in other schools, for example, senior 5, a boy, or some are in university. So the boy used to walk on the compound, And you just imagine a boy, moving from, say, the kitchen, that is where the home of the mother is. And the poor man has to walk, from down there and walk past all those blocks as you see them. Girls, you walk from down there where the kitchen is with your books, and you have to walk. And our school was bigger than this one. It is bigger than this one. So you walk, and every girl, apart from when they are teachers, every girl is looking at the boy. That is what used to happen. So it is not only you today who wants to look at a boy. Gentlemen, it is not news for you to look at a girl and you're like, Mambi, she's nice. It is not news. Now, when we acknowledge that it is okay to be attracted to the opposite sex, to see a beautiful girl, to see a handsome boy, how do we go through that stage? Because if we do not manage what is happening in ourselves, this is when we get people who get pregnant in senior 2. Someone gets pregnant in senior 3 and impregnated by a senior 2 boy. Now, any senior 2 boy here? Senior 2? Don't hide. You see lying. This is a stage for lying. Any boy in senior 2? Just one person. Aha. Atena, he's handsome, Bambi. Do you know the price of Pampers? Can you listen? Do you know the price of Pampers? A packet of Pampers, mini, how much is it? Because it is the one we buy for newly borns. You know the price? Any senior 3? Senior 3? Okay, senior 1. Do you know the price of Pampers? What is the price of Pampers? Listen to his answer. He has said that the price of Pampers is 1K. Now that is the boy who has impregnated you. He is thinking of buying one pamper for you. You know the one pamper of 1,000, eh? These are the people who mess with their lives. You mess your life up simply because you do not know that what is happening to you has happened to people before. It is going to happen to people after you. Now, in senior 1, senior 2, senior 3 is the only time in secondary school where you can be able to perform and get 98, 97, 90. But as we go to senior 4, anybody who got 4 in P7? 4 aggregates? Girls? A person who got 4 aggregates cannot sit behind. Except when you cheated. Anybody who got first grade in P7? First grade? What happened to you people? What did you get in P7? What did you get? We are in the mosque. Can you say Astaghfirullah? What did you get in P7? It is okay. Those are past things. How many aggregates did you get? Pardon? You started from UK? Hey. Excuse me. It's only in UK where the grades are not the same. Not so? Cambridge, those things, eh? But you can't tell me that you've forgotten what you got in P7. You remember, because I'm not going to continue. You got what? 1? 2? You got 2, eh? 3? You got 3? 19?
Islamu Media tukwata dawa ezaba sheikh era ne tujigabana naawe ku mitimbagano gyaffe gyonna egya intaneti nga YouTube, Facebook, Instagram ne WhatsApp. Tukwata emikolo gy'Obuyisiraamu gyonna ng'embaga, graduation, okwanjula mu quality ennungi. Tunoonyeeko gw'alina omusomo gwe weetaaga nawe alina omukolo twesige. Ebola Islamu Media nawe alina essomero oba bizinensi yonna gireete tugikulangire omanyibwe era ofunemu. Ebola Islamu Media, knowledge is light. Okumanya kitangaala.
Now, it is in secondary school, especially in all level, when we confirm that you are going to be a scientist or you are going to be the opposite of scientist is what? Now, when we do not concentrate, as you know, so many things are obstructing us in senior 3 too. Most of us by senior 4 have messed up a lot of things. We play too much that even people who would have made it in senior 4, they fail. There is a lot of playing, there is a lot of rumor mongering, there is a lot of wastage of time, there is a lot of people who want to play a lot. By senior 4, someone does not have notes. Someone does not even know there are so many books that they've lost. Someone doesn't have their senior 2 books. The senior 3 books are lost. Someone is just there. So what is my message? So we are saying, Madam is telling me that for those who have some questions, she's going to share some paper, a piece of paper. Those who have private questions, actually you can write them very quickly. Those who have questions that may not be touched this evening. So we are saying, this stage that you are in, ladies and gentlemen, it is a stage where you can prove to the world that you are a powerful person in something. But it is very unfortunate. We play too much. We talk too much. To find a senior 3 who is quiet. Senior 3, quiet. There's a lot of noise making. And then you hear someone who is in love. Senior 3. She's in love. Anybody who is in love? Yes. Gentlemen, you're in love, eh? Come. You want a paper, eh? I thought he was in love. So in senior 3, it is when we feel it is a must to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Now, as we are wasting time in those, reacting to hormones, time is going. The person who would have written notes is not writing them. The person who would have drawn their maps, they are not there in the book. The person who would have, and so on and so on and so forth. Okay? So we want to remind you, because I was in senior 3. Actually, in senior 3, listen. Can you listen? I remember in senior 3, I nearly was expelled. Ask me why. Now, in senior 3, 2, and actually one is out of this conversation. Senior 1, everybody is brilliant. They want to be in the front of the classroom. They are very obedient. They are young people. They are good people, especially first term and second term. Third term, they are getting into the system. But senior 2, everybody wants to sit at the back of the classroom. True or false? In senior 2, senior 3, all of us, if it was possible, we would all sit at the back of the classroom. You know why? We have a lot of obstructions. In senior 3, 2, I used to read a lot of novels. I don't know if people read novels these days. I don't know. Any novel reader here? So that you can join my book club? Now, that is keep reading. Reading helps you know so many words. And when you know so many words, you're going to make a lot of sense tomorrow. Like I'm making sense. When you don't read, you don't have vocabulary. You can't make conversation. They ask you, can you please stand up and give us a salam? And then you start, where can I start from? So in senior 3, I remember we had novels to complete. Okay? Someone has given you their novel, she wants it. For example, today is Friday. So someone is telling you, I'm giving you this novel, you're giving it to me tomorrow in the evening. A book of 180 pages. And you have to finish it. So you know what you used to do? You want to be at the back of the class. When the teacher is writing his formulas, x plus y equals what for you in your novel. So senior 2, senior 3, all of us have something to do that is not classroom work. True or false? For the boys, for the bad boys, they have papers of betting. He has his book papers that he's supposed to fill. For someone who is in love, they have a love letter that they have to write. Okay? So all of us at that stage, we want to be at the back of the classroom. But guess what? As you are mismanaging your hormones, time is passing. Time is what? Time is passing. It is just recently we began this term, not so? Now it is coming to an end. It is just yesterday you were in senior 1, now you're in a semi-candidate. Someone is in senior 3, they don't even know what it means to be a semi-candidate. They're just there. What is that in the mouth? What is that in your mouth? Aye, it will pierce you. So we are saying that you need to know that this is a stage that is transition. You're moving from being young and you're moving into adulthood. You need to manage yourself very well. Okay? You must manage yourself. Otherwise, if you do not manage yourself, you are going to fail at doing the right things. Now, as we are growing, you know we have a body from the head up to the toes. The gentlemen will cut off their hair. The ladies will want to grow their hair. Not so? The gentlemen will want to cut off some hair on their face. The girls will want to have a smooth skin. Not so? For the girls, some girls want to cut off their eye. What are these? They cut them off and then they get a pen and they write another one. Now that is the girl child. Okay? Now, you have a head. Okay? You have a remember the insect? It has a head, it has a thorax, and it has a what? An abdomen. So let us relate to the human being. We have a head. All of us here have a head. Okay? The difference today, can you wake up those who are lying down? The difference between you and your neighbor is your head. Not the shape. Some people are tapping their friends' heads. The difference between you and me is what is in your head. I want to encourage you, ladies and gentlemen. Please do not fill your heads with garbage. Do not fill your heads with, because there is a lot of garbage that is going around. We are challenged today. You people are being birthed by parents who are very irresponsible. Parents that are very irresponsible. Your mother comes on visitation to visit you, and the first thing she does, or the first thing you request for, is her phone. The first thing, before she even finds out how you are, before she even finds out how fat you have grown, before she realizes that your breasts have even become bigger. For senior ones, for example, the girls, they've started their menstruation. Your mother has not asked about anything about the young man and the young woman. She immediately hands her phone to you. And many times we have walked through the parking lots of visitations and people are watching pornography on their parents' phones. I have touched you in the wound. I have touched in the wound. Many of the vices that are moving around today, many of the bad manners that are moving around today, you people have learned them from your parents' phones. The biggest number. Young people of your age are learning a lot. They are becoming too sexual. Someone cannot sit there and not think about a private part. Simply because of the phone. Today we have people who are learning to use drugs in the most modern way, in the most sophisticated way. You can't even imagine. They are picking those things from the phone. Today boys have betting accounts. Betting accounts, huge betting accounts on their parents' phones. Girls and boys. When we say girls, when I say girls, it's mostly girls. But there are some boys who do the same. Girls are sending nude pictures. Girls are throwing around pictures of their breasts, of their buttocks, of their private parts to so many people on their parents' phones. Today, some of you have social media pages. Are we talking? You're listening? When I say some of you, it doesn't mean you, but if you are the one, it means you. Some people have social media pages today that are doing a lot of dealings, wrong dealings, under those pages and in their parents' phones. Which is why I say that you people are very unlucky. You're being parented by parents who do not even know what is happening in this world. So whenever you look at your mom, you're like, hey mom, mommy. Yes, for the dads, for them they are so behind, most of them. So you look at your dad, after you've used his phone for whatever you have used, and then you hand it back to him and you're smiling at him and you're nearly telling him, Sidi him. So you are in a generation where there are a lot of obstructions. And most of them are in your neighbor's head has a lot of garbage. And your head also has a lot of. And you are in a stage where there's a lot of talking. So which is why today we have boys who want us to try homosexuality. Yes. We have girls who have chosen to touch their fellow girls. Let me tell you one thing. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever you're doing, my statement when I was beginning, don't forget you are not the first. When I was in secondary school, girls were expelled for touching each other. So don't think that you're the first. The question is, where are you headed with that habit? Gentlemen, senior threes usually want to bully senior ones. Yes. You find a young boy, the little boy no longer doesn't even know where he's going. He doesn't know where the bathroom is. He doesn't know even where the what is. And we have boys that rape young boys. Why are you saying yee? We are in this session to talk to people who do not know so that they become aware. We are here this evening to remind those who are involved in these vices that they are not the first. And they are not. So when we were in secondary school, I'm just unfortunate, I never practically saw, but there were these rumors and people were expelled. People used to tie bolesus on their legs. Still on better? I thought you had got a new word. I thought I didn't want to say it, you would say my name. Girls used to tie lombeto. And then they go into the lombeto. I'm not very certain of what they used to do, but I know. Now, for every person here who is attracted to the same sex, it is not a new thing. You're not even the only one. I can actually look at a fellow girl and I'm like, baby, she's beautiful. She's nice. And there are girls that are beautiful and you can also tell. But do we have to touch their buttocks? Do we have to touch their breasts? Don't you have a classmate and baby, you look at the chichika and she's wow. Do you have to go into lombeto with her? So how come people want to take this attraction too far? Some people want to tell us that they are feeling more than us. Hope the people we are talking to are not sleeping. Because you might be sleeping when you're the one who does lombeto. Those who are sleeping, are you the ones who do lombeto? Yes. So we want to explain these things. Many girls see you that you're beautiful, okay? And it is okay. And it is even okay for a fellow girl to tell you, Bambi, you have a nice something on your body. It is okay. But you don't have to take these things too far to make them sexual. You start spoiling your future at a very tender level. You give your virginity to a fellow girl. To a fellow girl, using a what, stupid things, hard stupid things. So whoever is doing lombeto, please write to them because you may not be broad enough to talk to them. This is what people who do sex between the same sex get. Number one, you are distracting your growth. Your body is going this way, for you you're taking it this way. All right? There are certain things that have not yet ripened in your body, and for you, you have starting to destroy them. Today, at our age, we have a lot of infertility. Many girls were unable to give birth simply because they were in lombeto. So we want to stop at that and say, let us first focus. Let us first allow our bodies to grow, and then maybe after university, when you acknowledge that you really are interested in girls, you can go ahead. But not when you are at this stage where you can be expelled, at this stage where your body has not even, found itself, and then you take yourself in a wrong path. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that when you know that someone does lombeto, run away from that place. Because that is a place that has la'ana. It is a place that is cursed. So we have people who are in lombeto, and then we have people who love boys. Boys that you have found out don't even know the price of a pamper. Agambia nusu lukumi. Can you imagine? And that is the person you're telling us, Bananga, I love the boy. Bananga, my heart is what? So I want to start winding up. I want to start winding up by telling you that this is the time when you are supposed to prove to us that you are going to be a doctor, that you shall be an architect, that you shall be, an engineer and all that. Please do not waste your time and do not spoil your potential. The other part of your body is your chest up to your waist. Okay? At this place, we have breasts, we have the navel, all right? The boys will broaden but these days, men don't broaden shoulders over Moabadechi. We used to dream of men who grow tall, and then, they broaden the shoulders, so that tomorrow when we are growing, we have a big shoulder to lean on. Moabadechi. You know why? Boys of today are not hardworking. You're not hardworking, therefore your muscles cannot. And you're eating gorillas. Instead of eating posho and beans, buckets of posho and beans. Can you style up? Gentlemen, can you style up? Okay? So we are saying that this body part of yours, the middle part of your body, has the faculties that we can see. We can see the breast, we can see the chest, but inside that place we have a heart. Gentlemen, ladies, can you protect your hearts because they are still very young? Can you protect your hearts? Do not go into relationships that are going to sabotage and destroy your hearts at a very young age. You find a person, senior 3, she's telling us or he's telling us that I have a heartbreak. And then we ask you, oh, where did they find your heart to break it? Don't forget that inside that part of your body you have intestines. Can you take care of your body by eating well and taking care of your digestive system? Can we move further? You have legs, you have buttocks, you have thighs, you have a vagina, you have a penis. Can you take care of your organs by keeping them very private? Ladies, gentlemen, can you protect your private parts? Girls, can you protect your private parts? Please, when we say protection, we don't only talk about sex. You need to protect your product. We have girls. I don't know about boys, Boys, do you have boys that walk naked in your dormitory? Boys cannot. Boys cannot. I remember when we were growing, if we had to bathe, our brothers used to pull their thing and they put it at the back and they hide it. Boys cannot walk naked. Girls. Boys, silent. Let's talk to the girls. Do you have ladies, not ladies, actually they are not ladies. Do you have girls that walk nearly naked in the girls' compound? Now, my message, let's listen, we are winding up. In senior 3, my senior 3, for us, our dormitories, are you listening? You know I love telling stories. Our dormitories were built, this is one dormitory, but it has 2. We have the first we used to call first Chikoko and second Chikoko, okay? So this is senior 1 and 2, and then in the next Chikoko is senior 3 and 4, We are moving together. So we have that long corridor from this door up to the last part of the dormitory. Then in the middle, we had a bathroom, okay? That bathroom had one side for the other dormitory and one side for this dormitory. And then this side, there was another dormitory, okay? But the corridor was the same from this dormitory through the bathroom up to the last dormitory. Now, there is a girl, she was Kenyan. You know, my message this evening, you people, buli kyokola manya sigwo osoose omutawaana kintu ekyo kusuulayo. Now, we had a girl in senior 3. She was Kenyan. I will not mention her name. She was very black, and she had a very big buttock like this, very big like this. Now, this girl, senior 3, she had a towel, okay? She had a towel that was this small. So for her, when she used to go to the bathroom, she only covered her breast because she had tiny breasts. You know, people usually want to hide what they are ashamed of. That is why boys hide their kathi. They are ashamed. So this girl, listen, this girl used to walk with a towel that was this small. And she could move from Pink West, because I was in Pink West, go to the bathroom, okay, and take her shower. And then she walks through the corridor, senior 1, 2, Chikoko, and she goes to senior 3 and 4, Chikoko. Now, I think in senior 4, That girl went a bit crazy. She went a bit berserk, People, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created human beings with evil eyes. Hello? Allah has created us with the jinn. You know that amongst us we have the jinn here now? You are moving around naked or half naked or whichever part of your body you have chosen for us to look at. And there is a jinn that is also watching. You will not tell us. That is number one. Number two, not all of us are really happy with what we are seeing. And we are unable to tell you that your legs are bad, your buttocks have holes, your waist has what. We are simply unable to tell you that we are not enjoying what we are. Now, the last message that I want to share with these irresponsible people who have chosen to make their private bodies public. Tomorrow, I usually share this story, but this time I will not share it. Tomorrow you are going to meet me somewhere. And I'm going to be a lawyer, I'm going to be somebody, or you two are going to become somebody. But if I see you and you're that girl who used to walk around half naked there, I don't know what you people are showing these days. What will I think? Because it's funny, people always remember you as a student. Me, my OGs remember me as me. They used to call me Kachi. The minute you hear someone calling you Kachi, and you're in the parliament. Very important organization and very important environment. So people are going to remember you exactly what you are today. And tomorrow you're going to grow into something either worse or something very important. I'm telling you, I am married to a man who is an uncle to my classmates. I think I shared that story sometime last year when I was here. So don't joke around with your schoolmates. You people are here doing things thinking that you are going to get away, but your decamate is watching you so closely. And remember, there are some parts of your body that you do not see. You probably do not know what is here, do you? You probably do not know what is here, do you? You don't know what is at this side. So for you are walking around and we are seeing birthmarks. We are seeing, what do we have? Stretch marks. We are seeing love handles. We are seeing holes in the buttocks. And tomorrow my brother is going to bring and I'm going to say, So that business of walking around half naked or whatever, I do not even know how cheap can someone be. And for you just believe that everybody can have a look at your diamonds and your gold. But do they even have diamonds, those ones? So I want to wind up this session by saying that you are at a stage in school where you still have a lot of time. You are at a stage in school where you have a lot of chances to better yourself. Today, if you're in senior 2, if you're in senior 1 or senior 2, and you've not been performing in some of the important subjects, you still have time. You have room to change, to upturn your results. You are at a stage where you can fully change your character. Because for us, we say that Kakyama mamera bw'okagololanga kakuze kamenye kabumenye si. But in senior 1, senior 2, senior 3, it is a time when you can say that ekyo nkimaze. Ekyo nkoze ki? Ekyo nkimaze. And you take on a road of becoming a very serious and very focused person. Lastly, this is a stage. It is a stage where you can become what you never thought you would become. Some people in primary, they never maybe attended, they never participated in sports or drama or any other practical or any other extracurricular activity. In senior 1 and senior 2, in senior 3, it is the time where you can try. And your mother is like, I didn't know you can dance. All right? It is a time for trial of good things, experimenting a number of things so that you can be able to find yourself. All right? So I hope I've been able to share something with you. Coupling, loving, attraction, it is not something that should stop you from doing what you're supposed to do. We shall simply expel some people. We shall chase you. And then you go to that boyfriend of yours who is going to buy 1 kapampa a day. Lukumi lukumi. Can you imagine? That is my statement, my evening statement. Now, we have so many questions here. I don't know if Madame Mariam has chosen the ones that we can't leave.
Islamu Media tukwata dawa ezaba Sheikh era ne tujigabana nawe ku mitimbagano gyaffe gyonna egya intaneti nga YouTube, Facebook, Instagram ne WhatsApp. Tukwata emikolo gy'Obuyisiraamu gyonna ng'embaga, graduation, okwanjula mu kwalite ennungi. Tunoonyeeko gw'alina omusomo gwe weetaaga, nawe alina omukolo twesige. Ebola Islamu Media nawe alina essomero oba bizinensi yonna, gireete tugikulangire omanyibwe era ofunemu. Ebola Islamu Media, knowledge is light. Okumanya kitangaala.